What is up, family? Thank you so much again for tuning in, guys. So you clicked on this video because you want to shoot just as fast as the best shooter of all time, Steph Curry. I get it. Everybody wants to do that. That is not easy to master, but I'm here to help you guys and guide you along the way and help you step by step in order to achieve that quick draw, that quick, lightning fast jump shot like Stephen Curry does, right? So without further ado, let's get to it. But before we're about to start, just so you guys understand, part one of this video, we will talk about quick draw off the catch. And then second part, we will talk about quick draw off the dribble. So like I said again, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, so let's talk about quick draw off the catch. And let's work our way up from the ground up, right? So first, it's gonna be my footwork. What is the best footwork a player can use to set his or her feet as fast as they possibly can that will allow us to have that quick draw? And after watching endless amount of hours film on some of the best shooters in the world, and especially Steph, and seeing what makes them get that shot off quick, and the footwork that all those players like to do to get their shot off really, really fast is a replacement footwork. So all it is let's say I have my feet stationary, right? They're not moving. And then on the catch, when the ball comes to me, I want simply hop, like a super quick hop under my frame. So it's just boom. That's a replacement footwork on the catch. That right there allows us to gain momentum, gain rhythm into our shot without having to, step into it 1-2 or having to have the foot back and then make a full-on step. That replacement footwork right there is what's gonna allow us to have that, is gonna give us an opportunity to be able to rise up into our shot as fast as we possibly can. So all it is, guys, it's very simple, right? So ball comes to me, and let's say it doesn't matter whether I'm moving, whether I'm sliding into my shot, whether I'm running into my shot, right? I can do that replacement footwork out of anything. Slide, replacement footwork, stationary spot up, catch, replacement footwork. So this replacement footwork is key, number one, in order to have that quick draw and in order to be able to pop up right into our shot. But just so I'm very clear, guys, it's not to say that you can't have a quick draw by stepping in 1-2 into your shot or taking negative step back and then step into a shot. It's just, in my opinion, from watching a lot of film, replacement footwork will give you the most advantage to have that quick draw. Now, second thing that we have to talk about is being loaded, okay? What I mean by being loaded, no, not being rich, okay? Not being loaded like money loaded, but being loaded with my hips and just with my lower and upper body, okay? So if I have to get it off quick, I gotta do my work early. I have to prepare for it early. So I gotta have my hips loaded, gotta have my knees bent, my chest just slightly down, and I have to be ready even before my catch and before my shot. I don't wanna catch and then do all the work, because now it's not going to be as fast. So we want to make sure that we're loaded, whether we running up into our shot, again, whether we're sliding into our shot, whether we just spotting up. We want to have hips loaded, knees bent, chest down. We want to be ready into our shot. So do your work early. Load up with your lower and upper body, and that's what's going to allow us to be the most efficient going into that quick draw jump shot. Now my third step, and that one is really, really important, and a lot of players do struggle with that, especially so many young players that I work with, and that is having my hands ready on the catch, right? A lot of players, like a lot of high school kids I work with, they just don't think it's cool. They just don't think it's cool to be ready with your hands. Like they kind of just like this here, kind of like, just here, and then they make their catch, right? Which they not then as efficient with their quick draw, and they're not able to get that shot off quick. So if you do want to be efficient and you do want to have that quick draw jumper like Steph, we want to be ready with our shooting hand and our guy hand. We want to be ready. Like, we want to meet that ball halfway, okay? We don't want to be like that. We want that ball to come to us, and we want to be ready with our hands, okay? Same thing with our hands. Do that work early. We want to be ready in that shot pocket, right? Also, a lot of that does depend on the player, on our teammate that's going to give us that ball, right? But we're hoping that us showing our hands is going to allow them to understand where we want that ball. So we're going to show it, have our hands ready, and as soon as that ball gets to us, we're ready to launch it. Boom. Quick draw shot. So hands have to be ready. Now, continuing on the hands topic, you as a shooter, you have to become comfortable shooting the ball from any kind of placement. So what I mean by that is, if we want to have that quick draw, that lightning fast jump shot, we would not want to spend time trying to adjust the ball, finding seams, and then shooting it. If our point guard or our teammate can give it to us right on the seams, that's money, right? But that's a very rare skill that not a lot of players can do. It's mainly pro-level players, pro-level point guards that are able to find seams for their shooters and then give it to us, and we catching it right on the money, right? But let's say you do not have a teammate that is able to do that for you every single time. So you have to be ready as a shooter to get comfortable shooting the ball from like this awkward seam placement, because we do not want to spend time trying to find seams and then shooting it. So as soon as we catch it, boom, we gotta go up. So practice shooting a lot of shots with seams being completely off. That's how you're gonna build that comfort going into your quick draw. Now, next part that I want to talk about is what are we doing after we catch it, right? So it depends, right? Sometimes a ball can come to us and we can catch it like right about here above our head. So what do we do then? There's two options. One of these options, I don't usually teach that because it is a very, very difficult shot. Only elite players in the world can do that, but it's not to say that you can't practice that and actually eventually be really good at that. But that is a no dip shot. So let's say ball comes to me above my head and I'm gonna go straight from here into my shot without any dip. So if you really wanna be good at that, this is a shot that you can practice. It's not easy though, trust me. No dip jump shot is a very, very tough shot. But if you can master that, now your quick draw is becoming even quicker. Okay, but not to say that if we dip the ball, I would argue that we wouldn't waste that much time, right? Like as people say. And also dip on the quick draw doesn't have to be like a full-on dip and then shot. It can just be just like, boom, here, you see that? Just like slide quick dip just to gain some kind of rhythm and momentum going into my shot. So just light dip, and then we go up. But if we catch that ball right in our shooting pocket, then there's no dip needed because the ball is already loaded at my waist level, at my stomach level. So from here, I can just catch and go up, right? If we catch it here, now it's up to you. Are you comfortable enough shooting that no dip jump shot without, because now you have no rhythm, no momentum. It's just literally all arms and your wrist, just boom, shot. That is a tough shot, but you can work on that, right? So it's not to say that you can't work on that and become really good at that. It's just gonna take a lot of time, a lot of practice to become really good at that shot. Or you can practice that quick little dip to gain some kind of rhythm and momentum and generate power on your shot. And now the most fun part, and that is our release. So if we were to shoot a quick draw, I would assume that in 99% of situations, we would want to shoot a quick draw because time is running out or a contest is coming really, really hard at us and it's really close, right? So for that, if you want to be able to get that shot off, we have to practice quick draw shot without holding our follow through after our shot. So it just have to be, it would just have to be flick, complete that shooting motion, and then come right back without doing this after our shot. So we would have to be able to go just like that, just practice our jump shot without staying after with our guy hand and our shooting hand. So if you really want to have that quick draw, it is really important to work on just this. And you're still completing your motion, you're still completing your full shooting motion. It's just you're not gonna keep your arms afterwards. So it's just boom. Quick shot, not holding your hands after. That is by far one of the most important elements in order to be able to get that shot off quick. And how you practice that is just simply a lot of reps. A lot of reps, just working on this, not keeping your hands after your shot, and you're just shooting a lot of those shots, building touch and building comfort in just this here, just quick flick on the catch. So to wrap up part one on a quick draw off the catch, let's talk about it again. Step number one is my footwork, okay? What's the best way for us to be able to get that shot off the quickest? It is definitely my replacement footwork. It's just literally quick, short hop, reset into our shot, and then we're gonna go up. Two is doing our work early with our lower and upper body. So having our hips loaded, knees bent, butt down, chest a little bit down, so here we're ready. Third is gonna be my hands. My hands gonna be ready, waiting for that ball. Now, depending on where we catch, that's where our dip, no dip comes in, okay? Whether we catching it right here and we going straight to our shot, or we catching it and having just slide dip and then going up into our shot. Or hopefully our teammate can hit us right about here at our chest or at our stomach level, and from here we can just catch and go up with rhythm and momentum into our shot. Next, we have to be comfortable shooting the ball from awkward ball placement. Awkward seams, not everything's gonna be always aligned seams in our hand, okay? So gotta be comfortable, gotta put up a lot of reps with seams being off. And then we have to practice quick flick on our shot. That's the only way that we're gonna be able to get it off of a really difficult contest or time running out, and we have to beat that shot clock. And then one thing that I didn't say before, and that is we have to practice quick motion on the way up, where we swipe that ball up, right? So this motion here has to be quick, and there's no magic or secret formula to get good at that other than putting a lot of shots at that speed, putting up a lot of shots at that speed, making sure that it's fast on the way up. That is the only way. Unfortunately, there is no magic formula or magic drill that will do it for you. But I gave you some of the main technical things that will allow you to have that quick draw shot. But the other part, the other half, that is on you to put in a lot of reps with that quick draw motion, okay? That is the only way. So that, guys, will wrap up our part one on shooting quick draw off the catch. All right, guys, now let's talk about part two, and that is quick draw off the dribble. So again, we're gonna build from ground up, and there's a couple of footwork options that we can discuss. So option number one will be our pull-up going inside, outside, okay? So that means inside, outside, inside, outside, okay? So if we wanna have quick draw going inside, outside pull-up, which is probably the most used shot off the dribble, we have to make sure that we cover space quickly, and then we plant our feet as fast as we possibly can. So we would want to go quick plants with our feet, which will allow us to stop that momentum and start lifting up like that. So quick inside, outside footwork, 1, 2, will allow us to be able to rise up into that quick shot. Now there are other footworks, right? Like there is a drop footwork, like a hang dribble footwork where we would go here, hang, and then go up. Or let's say there is like a stationary footwork where I'm just here, and then going up. So on those footworks, the speed of your feet is not really as important. But what is important is how we bring the ball into our pocket, into that gather, how quickly we can do this, how quickly we can do this, okay? That is off the dribble is by far the most important element in order to have quick draw, and that is how quickly we can swipe the ball to our pocket and how clean our hand pickups are, right? Like how clean is this pickup? Can we go straight from here to a clean, proper hand placement, pickup, and then go up into our shot? So this swipe and then proper hand placement into our shot, that's gonna be crucial. That's gonna be the most important element. And you can work on that in many different ways, right? Like there can be like in between the legs, step, or it can just be just starting like this and then both sides, boom. But just working on bringing the ball from one hand into your shooting pocket as quickly as you possibly can, but not just sloppy gathers like this, right? Or like this here, unloaded wrist. We want to be loaded, ready, and when our hand's gonna separate, and then we're gonna swipe that ball in, we want to have nice, clean pickup, ready to go into our shot. So that's what you want to practice a lot, is these ball swipes into your shooting pocket, and your hands are ready to shoot. And then outside of moving that ball from our one hand to our shooting pocket, other than that, and other than quickly planning our inside, outside, other than these two elements, everything else is gonna be fairly similar, right? Like we would have to be able to load up, and then go up quickly. We will have to be comfortable to shooting the ball off the seams and not on the seams. We have to practice quick flicks into our shot and not staying with it after, right? And we would have to work on quick swipe on the way up. But like I said, on off the dribble shots, the biggest thing that I practice to kind of build up my quick draw off the dribble, it is this quick. So I did this a lot. I did this drill a lot. I would stand like this. Ball side foot will be forward. Opposite foot will go that way. And I would stand like this. And once I'm ready to shoot it, I will go here and then just shoot it. Like that's definitely one of the best drills. And you can do it from so many different ways, right? Like I can go here, I can go up. I mean, I can take 1, 2 steps and go up, like literally any dribble move that you can think of, right? Like, or like drop, go up. But literally, guys, I know there's not much to add to off the dribble because so many things are the same, but this one detail is what so many players cannot do. They struggle with speed of their swipe, and they struggle with proper and clean hand placement when this swipe happens. A lot of players have their hands all kinds of off, they losing that ball. It's just not clean, it's messy, and that's one thing that you have to get really good at if you want to be able to shoot quick off the dribble. So I hope this helps. And if you guys have any questions, please ask me in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer. But this will complete our quick draw series like Steph Curry shoots. This right here, guys, this right here is not going to be easy and it's not going to be comfortable right away. And a lot of people can simply give up on perfecting their quick draw shot because at the start, you'll be missing a lot because obviously you're just not used to at shooting at that kind of speed. But it's also, you don't have to shoot quick draw every single shot, just when needed, right? But understanding these intricacies and understanding these details is really gonna help you to have an easier path to perfecting that quick draw shot. So guys, so like I said, to wrap it up off the dribble, biggest thing is whatever you do, right? Whatever kind of move you're doing off the dribble, right? Like let's say I'm gonna do my in and out cross, 1, 2, and I gotta load up under my shot. Like I gotta go quick swipe to my shot pocket and then quick swipe up, right? And so when we get to our pocket right here, I do not want to have any hand readjusting, getting comfortable and then going up. We have to be comfortable going up here and then shooting it. It's not always going to be perfect hand placement, but you have to become comfortable of having your hand placement slightly off, seam slightly off, and still be able to launch it quick, flick it into your shot. All right, guys, so I hope this helped. Let's wrap it up. Like I said again, if you have any questions regarding to a quick draw shot, and if you struggle with something, please share with me in the comments. I'll be more than happy to give you guys an advice. And let's just keep on building this community. Please help my channel grow, like, subscribe, comment. It really means a lot to me because I do want to build up my channel and keep sharing this free knowledge, free information with you guys, and helping you guys along the way to become a better and improved hooper. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's get it.